The first reading is talking about being involved in some sort of legal matter. So if you have been, I should get my cards. If you have been dealing with some sort of legal issue, let me see the kind of legal issue it is. What it has to do with a completion of sorts. So a divorce. You are thinking of some sort of divorce. So you're thinking about finalizing a divorce and you're not sure how to go about it for the most satisfying outcome. Where did my card fly to? Now, of course, it's a separation, and the reason why any sort of separation will happen is because of dissatisfaction. So one or both parties are heartbroken, but you can't really come up with any ideas on how to make the separation satisfying. So you're dealing with a situation, a conundrum, where within the marriage you were dissatisfied, and now outside the marriage you're still dissatisfied. So what do you do in that kind of situation? How truthful are you being about what you thought would bring you joy? What you thought would make you happy? I might have to take you into the past a little. When you married this person, what were you thinking about? What drew you to them in the first place? What did you think was a stable foundation or a stable reason to get married? Why did you think it was okay to marry them? If you can answer these questions clearly and contrast your answers to why you think it's a good reason to leave the marriage now, that would give you exactly what you need to know. So those answers that you're looking for, let's say for instance, okay, let me go into it. Let me tap into the energy. When you first married this person, you thought life would be easier working together with them. You saw how what they provided for you or what they did for you would make your life easier, would ease your burdens. So, I don't know, you were thinking about being protected from something. Hard work. Being protected from hard work. So you feel having to work hard is an attack, is something to avoid. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So you felt having to work hard is something to avoid, but that's not true. If you contrast it to what you're experiencing now, which was more difficult? Sharing, like daily life with them, sharing the burden of daily life with them, or actually interacting with them as a person, which ended up being more difficult? And how can you know that? If you're being honest with yourself, you can share the burden of daily life without having to stay stuck in a toxic marriage. You just have to find other people you like more. Because you must have hated this person so much, you couldn't keep to the promise of staying married. You couldn't keep to the promise of till death do you part. You couldn't. So that just means you have to surround yourself with people you like more than this person that you swore up and down that you were going to stay with till you died. So maybe a little bit of honesty with yourself and with the people around you about how you truly felt about this person. So you want to stop being sentimental. If for some reason, let me see. So the divorce is finalized, but you are not, it's not, it's still not happy. You're dealing with the remnants. You're dealing with the remnants of separation. And you're trying to separate, you're trying to think about how you can remove, you're still dealing with heartbreak. So you see how it's logical to leave this person because they've made your life a living hell. But at the same time, you can't describe the heartbreak. Like, why are you heartbroken when being with them is heartbreaking? That's because you're storing the effects of a traumatic relationship. So give more to everything that represents moving on your own. Give, and give. So for instance, if you, let's say it's a traditional marriage and you dealt with, what's it called? You dealt with having to depend on him financially, and you went through financial abuse, you went through physical abuse until you couldn't take it anymore. Give as much as you can to finding work at this time. And I can help you with that, with some money attraction prayers. I can help you with that. So give as much as you can to money attraction, or to finding work, or to, thinking about more processes for your business. And if the reverse was the case, give as much as you can to some life skills. Learn better cooking, learn better time management, so you can work and keep a clean house at the same time. You have to think logically. So where this is concerned, whenever you feel resistance, now you might think, oh, I don't have enough energy to do both in a day, to that person gave me their energy in this way and I can't let go. That is your mind resisting moving on. When you know you will move, you probably will move on from the abuse if you stick it out. If you keep going, you're going to move on from the abuse anyway. So what are you holding on to? Can you make a connection? Can you make a connection that supports your forward movement? Even if it's one, make that goal for yourself. Actually, one connection. Apply for a new job, hire a maid, I don't know, reconnect with a friend. But can you see how either way, if you don't pull in more energy by leaving that resistant thought, you have to leave that resistant thought. You have to leave that thought that says, I can't do it without him or her. Let me check some things your ego might be saying right now. I can't defend myself against blah, blah, blah. Against poverty. I can't live without them. That's a resistant thought. This is how it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to stay married. No, you're not supposed to stay married. If there are threats to your life, hello, till death do you part. They want out of the marriage. I'm not offering enough. I'm not giving enough. Well, how much is enough? These are questions that you want to and you need to answer. So I'm going to go to the next reading. You're needing to keep someone at a distance. Why? You feel very defensive around them. Why do you? Because they are always lying. What are they lying about? How much they have to give. Okay, so this person is always lying about how much they have to give you and why they need to keep to themselves. They're not telling you the truth about what they need to be doing to, satisfy you in the relationship. So I guess the theme for today is relationships. So you need to stop lying about how much you have to give as a person, and start putting in more effort. Don't hold people in limbo. Don't hold the person in limbo. If you love this person and you care about them, don't hold them in limbo. If you have enough to give them and you want them to stick around, then satisfy them. Give as much as you can, and as much as you give as much as you can. What's up with you? Why are you lying? Yeah, you're not giving this person as much as you need to give them. You shouldn't ask them to be patient for you. Release them. And if they beg you, tell them they deserve better. You can do that for them. If you like someone else more, you are more in love with someone else, you can do that for them. So I think you are validating their experience. I think you are letting them, I think you are holding them hostage because you feel like you're being held hostage, but you don't need to feel like you're being held hostage. You just need better communication skills. So your throat might be blocked. Contact me to cleanse your throat and reboot. Why can't you tell them the truth about how you feel? Because you're lying. You don't. Just tell them. Just tell them and let them go. And if they hold on too tight, contact me to cleanse them out for you. I'll do that. What are they doing that causes them to not be enough for you? they're too slow moving. They're too slow moving in life. Okay, in what ways? Argumentative. So this person argues with you a lot, is what I'm seeing. And it's not something that you want to hold on to. You find more ease. What's tying you? Okay, right. So you have throat blocks. Your throat is blocked, and your throat is blocked, and you would like to just tell them, and I don't like you as much as you think I do. I don't like you as much as I think I do, and I think I deserve better than the stress you put me through in this relationship. Wow, so that's really tough. Because of a lot of self-work, I can't relate. There's almost nothing that I find difficult expressing at this time, or at this point in my journey. Although I'm not saying like I'm perfect, I'm still working on myself. It's lifetime work. But you shouldn't, it should not be difficult for you to just say, I don't like you being as defensive as you are, and holding me hostage in a relationship, and I will do anything to get rid of you, and because of that I cheat on you. I want to open the relationship. I'm not interested in being the only one available, like having an exclusive relationship. I'm not interested in that. This kind of communication should not be difficult for you. So your throat needs some work. It needs help. You keep storing every what exactly are they defensive about? How sad they feel. I feel sad too, because you keep throwing it my way and expecting me to swallow it. I don't need to deal with that, is what you should be telling them. Ooh, I just channeled you. Yes, so tell them. That's the next thing. That's the next thing. You have to tell them exactly how you feel. You can't keep storing it in your throat. Or you're just going to keep dying inside. The truth is, you shouldn't be cheating. You should be expressing. You should be telling them. And reaching some sort of compromise, like to get rid of them. You will find that once you can do this, cleanse them out of your life and cleanse your throat, cleanse and reboot your throat. That's the way to go at this time. So I will and should go on for longer, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I need a fresh reading. These readings that I'm doing for you are actually from yesterday, and I just like clarified them. Even I went deeper into them. So this person wants a proper marriage with you, but you don't think they're worth that. You don't think you're going to be able to, because they are too defensive and they move too slow in life to keep up with you. Okay, so once you're able to let them go, what else should you be doing? Your options. How do we make sure you don't struggle with your options? Talk to them. Tell them the truth about how you feel. And you actually prefer wow, I'm seeing that you're someone who um I'm seeing that you're someone who, prefers to date non-exclusively before you make your decision to marry. Um, known to this person. Known to whoever it is that is your option. So let's see what it is you consider an ideal option to marry. If you move on quickly through life, if they are smashing their goals, if they are focused enough on themselves to smash their goals, then this is an ideal person for you. So I'm helping you clarify those options now. Let me see something else. If they are always interested in new ideas, so if they are smashing their goals, if they're someone who is goal oriented, and not just goal oriented but able to smash those goals, then they're an ideal option for you. This person that you are so through with doesn't really set goals and smash them. They might set them and not smash them, or not set them at all. Secondly, they should be open to new ideas. So they are quite close-minded. They don't see things any other way. They have a hard time striking compromise, unlike your other options. They have a hard time seeing things your way, unlike other options. And third would be interested in their own happiness over yours. They won't allow you kill their shine. So if they know that this goal or this idea is going to bring them to satisfaction, and you don't agree up to points of wanting to impose upon them your own idea, this person should have the energy, the confidence to stand up for themselves in some way, to be stubborn, to remain determined, and to actually break off the relationship. But instead, they keep, putting themselves down for your sake. So I hope this was helpful. I'm going to still come on here in maybe 5 minutes or 10 or 15. We'll see. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them for me in the DMs. I don't know, message me on TikTok, any of my other social media, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. 0702-506-9036. You can also support me by dropping a donation or a tip. 0723-7191-86. Access Bank. If you don't use Access Bank or you're not in Nigeria, then you can get a Skrill link from me to drop donations. Thank you so much for watching. I'm still deciding if I'm going to be leaving my lives up or not. I don't know yet. Okay.